Okay, so let me share my screen. We don't have many topics today. Let's just wait for 1 more minute for more people to join. Okay, I think we can start the meeting. The first topic I added is I just want to check with Feynman if Alibaba has any like updates on joining community meeting.
Yes, they want to join the community meeting on 9:30 a.m. China
Um,
Standard Time, but I would suggest that we can have a public poll in the community, like we can put it in the Slack channel and let folks to vote on their preference of the community meeting schedule. I just
okay.
created a public poll using Doodle, the Doodle tool, to let folks vote on their preference of the committee meeting schedule. There are six time slots for you to vote on the Doodle.
Is that if these two sections are for like two different series or for the same one?
It's basically the same one, but I just picked 2 days in case someone have conflict on Thursday.
Okay, I see. Yeah, so after meeting I can post it in the Slack channel. Hi Susan.
Hi, Feynman. I have a question about the Alibaba's goal with the community meeting. Are they looking to regularly attend the meeting, and what are they looking for? Are they contributing to a specific feature, or like, do you know what is their goal?
Their goal is to regularly join the community meeting and also working with us to define the roadmap and also work on the features that their customers and users want to rely on. Currently, we don't have a specific feature plan that we negotiated with Alibaba Cloud. That's the reason that we want to engage their team with us in the community meeting. And one more thing that I can share, they recently launched the notation and ratify integration with their Kubernetes service. I can share the link.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Feynman. Looking forward to collaborating with them.
Just for your reference, I shared the link that Alibaba Cloud recently launched the integration with notation and ratify for verifying OCI artifact signature.
Oh,
Sounds good. Quick question,
okay.
Bin, are we live? Just checking on the streaming part.
Yes, I already sent out the live link.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, thank
it
you.
should be working.
Yeah, I
Okay.
joined a bit late, so I don't have the.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah. Question. How do we post you know how previously for the notes we put the recording link? Maybe after this meeting we can look into how to add Like once the live becomes a recording, how do we add it to the notes section?
Okay, yeah, I haven't done that before, so probably I will think with you offline. Okay, so yeah, so and also for this one, I think we can do it offline. And the next meeting is okay. So they want to join the next the meeting in the next week.
The date is not only for a specific time, a specific meeting occurrence, but
Okay.
in this tool, you have to specify which date that you want to
Oh
provide
yeah, I see.
available time slots. It's actually for the whole series of the community meeting.
Gotcha. And also we can switch the time zone.
Correct. You can switch to your local time zone.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for making that. And next topic, how can Ratify configure a private registry HTTPS with a self-signed cert to Ratify auth provider? Uh, I wonder who added this topic.
Oh, sorry, it was added by me, and I should add my name, follow up on the topic. So basically, this question was asked by a user in Slack channel, and the user is looking to configure Ratify with their private registry, uses an HTTPS protocol, and their private registry uses a self-signed certificate. So the question is, how can Ratify allow users to configure a private registry with their self-signed certificate? They may want to pass their certificate to Ratify auth provider. I don't find any guidance on the Ratify website, so I want to ask whether we support this scenario.
I don't think we support passing a cert to auth provider. Double check.
If you open the Aura's auth store, yeah.
So basically, it depends on the auth provider support. So we support Azure, AWS, Kubernetes secrets, Azure workload, and Docker config. So if it's a self-hosted registry, one way to use that or Docker config all the Kubernetes secrets. So if they use Kubernetes secret, then they need to pass the secret and the namespace. I guess that's the way for the private registry.
Only two parameters that are required for configuring the
Before that, they need to set up a secret first, and then pass the secret name to the secret section.
Does this configuration applicable to the registry if they use a self-signed certificate? For example, so the user may use Harbor registry with HTTPS protocol, and they may want to configure the registry with Ratify. So there's only two options required for their configuration, right?
Uh, e, Let me double check. host provider. Oh, I can just send out a link.
Yeah, there's there's an existing issue that we have for this one.
Yeah, I think that is the issue that I am looking at.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
looking for the suggestion.
Back to, okay, it's 2 years ago, 1.5 years. So this is not supported yet, and we probably will not do it in V1, but in V2.
Okay. If we want to do it in V2, can we change the milestone in case we will not miss it in the future milestone?
Okay.
This is somehow a common scenario when users use Ratify in their on-premise environment, especially the users who have very strict network constraint. They may run a private registry in their on-premise environment and use their self-signed CA certificate for their registry.
Oh, I see. So I wasn't misunderstanding the questions. So it's basically the TLS search. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So the
Yes.
conclusion is that Ratify does not support yet, and we will support in Ratify v.2.0, right?
Yes.
Okay. I can reply to the user and let them know our plan. By the way, is there any workaround to configure the self-signed HTTPS registry at the moment? I know at notation side, we have a workaround for users to configure such kind of HTTPS registry.
Uh,
I don't think there is a way currently because we would have to change the ORS store implementation to support that.
I see. Shui, do you have any experience on this? I remember previously we supported Harbor community to configure a HTTPS registry with self-signed cert.
Yes. Is that for V1 or V2?
You mean notation or ratify?
No, I mean this the issue. This issue is for V2, right?
Currently it's for V2, but before V2, I'm looking to any workaround if we can provide for a ratify user.
It depends on the Ratify V1 ORAS implementation. So if we can inject the HTTP client easily, then we can have a workaround. If not, then it's hard.
if we support that, then at least users need to configure it through the Helm chart. I guess it will be a feature request. Is that correct? Do you think if users can contribute to this one, if they really want it in V1?
I can
Hey,
ask their willingness.
you have hand up.
Yeah, I just thinking about the scope of V2. So I don't think this one is mandatory for V2 release.
Yeah, it's not mandatory, but we can support it after we have completed the main functionality of V2.
Yeah, I specifically mean the first major release of V2, maybe minor release in V2 to support this.
Yeah.
I was thinking the priority of this issue because this is the at least second or third time that reported from new users. I can foresee that the on-premise environment is getting more asks from the community, especially when they run their dev and testing environment, and they may want to have a POC of Ratify on their dev or testing environment.
Yeah, maybe how about this? Because we have other features that we plan for V1, but we think with the V2 refactory or improving after the quality is improved, we will implement those features. So those features, I think, should be prioritized over this one. But maybe you can help to communicate who the customer is, whether it block them, then we can discuss the timeline.
Yeah, I can talk with this user. But I think basically this feature request will impact the getting started experience of Ratify. And if we don't have a certain timeline for this issue, maybe we can consider providing a workaround on the guidance on the website so that users in this scenario, they will get unblocked by following the workaround. Otherwise, I think the user may drop Ratify when they first getting started with the project.
So do we have a workaround for this?
Not yet, but we can take another look and see the workaround. If we see no workaround, we can see if it's a minor or a medium code change, and depends on the workload. We can say maybe we can do it in a few days, or the users can contribute to Ratify V1.
Yeah, I think this is a good approach. We can check whether there is workaround. If no, we don't know how much time we need, right? And if it's a big effort or medium effort, I would say we can put it in the minor version of V2. I think yeah, for the first major release of V2, I don't think this will be the most important one.
The workaround is for the testing purpose only, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and I assume that the issue is to customize the server CSS. In that case, in a testing environment, you may just add your self-signed cert to the trusted root cert folder so that you can have a workaround. That's the easiest workaround.
Does Ratify support adding the self-signed search to the trust store and let users configure?
No, obviously no. They have to do that by themselves and add the cert to their host or images.
So I think maybe we can test the workaround on in our local environment and also provide a guidance on the website. At least this approach can get the user unblocked. before we officially announce support for this scenario?
Um,
Do you think this is doable? I mean, we can document the workaround as Shui just mentioned, and also let the users try the workaround.
The problem here is that it's a paradox. So if it's just for testing purpose only, then the users already comply this workaround, as this is very common. It's a very common knowledge in the testing world. But if the user is asking for this feature, they probably want to use that in the production. So I just want you to double confirm the requirements.
I can double check with this user and to see whether the user want to run Ratify for their early testing, or they're looking for a production grade solution to support self-signed SAE certificate with their container private registry.
Yes, and also if they are willing to contribute, we are very welcome.
Okay.
Okay, so we will first check with user on specific user scenario and see the follow-up. Yeah. Thank you, Finman, for following up. I saw E proposed a question.
No, it's just an update that I checked with Asaf. He cannot commit the time to implement
Okay,
this feature,
gotcha.
so I marked the milestone to future.
I see. Okay, it was in V2, and I think. Okay, that's all topics. Anyone have more topic you want to talk about? Okay, yeah, we have half an hour back. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.